Viewers, Assalamu alaikum. Hoping that you all would be okay in your respective homes. Jammu and Kashmir State Board of School Education have issued date sheets for all the board classes, that is 10th, 11th, and 12th. And for 10th, the examination are commencing from 3rd of November. And for the rest of the classes, it's going to start from the 19th of the November 2025. So you need to remain with the books or attached to the books so that you can bring a good percentage of marks in the coming examinations. Dear students of class 11th, today we are discussing one of the important topics in your writing skill, that is email writing. Dear students, email means electronic mail, and it is possible only when both the user as well as the sender are using computers. And it is not any type of rocket science to respond to the question if it's asked. However, it is always asked, and informal emails are asked in your board examinations for class 11th. Email is a way of communication. Just in case we see in the letter writing where we use two types of addresses, that is the sender's address and receiver's address. In case of email, you have to use the email of the sender as well as the email of the receiver so that the communication will go on. And the first important thing about the email you should keep in the mind, it is written within the box. It is written within the box. And when you make a rectangular box, on the top of that very box, you write down the date on which you are writing the email. And then from means your own email ID. For example, Hurmat Khan 375 at the rate of gmail.com, and to means the email ID of a person whom you are sending email. For example, Bashir Ahmad 123 at the rate of gmail.com. And then the subject of the email, which is very important. Subject means the purpose of email. You have to write down the subject, and after that you have to go for the salutation. In case of formal email, it is respected sir or respected madam, and in case of informal email, it is dear friend, dear brother, dear mother, dear uncle, etc. For example, if question like this is asked in the coming examination on email writing, your friend who cracked NEET 2024, and write an email to him or her congratulating him or her on his brilliant success. Just you have to make a rectangular box. On the top of that very box, you have to write down the date, and then from your own email ID, for example, Hurmat Khan at the rate of 123 at the rate of gmail.com, and then to you are sending your friend's email. For example, Irfan Ahmad 786 at the rate of gmail.com. Then the subject means congratulations, because you are congratulating your friend. And then salutation means dear friend. And you then the body of the email, hope that you are fine. Yesterday the results of the NEET 2024 were declared. I found your name among the toppers. I congratulate you on this very brilliant success. You burnt midnight oil, you worked hard, and God provided you the best fruits. Say my congratulations to your parents also. Day after tomorrow I shall be at your home for the share of sweets. Then write down on the left corner below, with regards, your name, and close the box. And this is how the email is written. Dear students, I am repeating the things for you. Email question is asked in 11th board examinations, and always I found informal emails are asked, and email writing is not any rocket science. First of all, you have to keep in the mind that email is written within the box. The first important thing you have to keep in the mind that email is written within the box, and then on the top of that very box you have to write down the date. Then from means your own email ID, and email ID is always written in small letters. Then to, the email ID of a person or a friend whom you are sending email, then subject of email, which is very important, and then the salutation in case you are writing to your friend, then dear friend, your father, dear father, your uncle, dear uncle, and then the body of the email. On the left you have to close that, this is called complementary closing, and then you have to close the rectangular box, and you will get all 4 marks that are allotted for it always. For example, if your friend has cracked NEET 2024, and write an email to him congratulating him or her on his brilliant success. Just make a rectangular box. On the top of that very box, write down the date, then from your own email ID, for example, hurmatkhan123 at the rate of gmail.com, and then to the friend's email, for example, irfanahmad567 at the rate of gmail.com. Then the subject here is congratulations, write down the congratulations, and then salutation here is dear friend, and then start the email. Hope that you are fine. Yesterday the results of NEET 2024 were declared. I found your name among the toppers, and you worked hard day night, and you got ultimately its fruits. Say my congratulations to your parents also on this brilliant success. Day after tomorrow I shall be at your home for the share of sweets. Then close or write down your loving friend, or with regards, write down your name, close the box, and this is how the email is written, and it will get all 4 marks that are allotted for it. Hope that you have got an idea how email is written. In case it is asked in the coming board examination, I am sure it will be asked. In case of any confusion that may strike your mind after watching this video, you can call me on 7006671106 or WhatsApp me. I will respond to your query immediately, or catch me inside physically, and while we will discuss things to your satisfaction. The best thing you need to do at the moment, you have to remain with the book so that in the coming examination you will do better. Thanks. Be blessed.